Hey y'all, Scott here. No, wait. Hey y'all, Gex here, and there's a secret that I want to tell you. But I'm actually a fan of Godric. I know, someone like me, a fan of him. And I always wanted to become a soldier of his, but that spot has been taken by a fucking asshole. Foreshadowing. Anyway, since I'm a fan of his and he's my idol, I decided to copy him and do a Grafting only run. What do I mean by that exactly? I mean that I can only use the incantations that summons the body parts of other creatures, such as Dragon Claw and Dragon Maw, Crucible Horn or Shoulder, whatever it's called, and of course, the Gex special. It's tail time. Now the rules for this run are pretty simple. First, obviously, no cheating or exploits. Second, no summoning, cause Gex is not a little bitch. And third, only use this type of incantations, so no breath attacks or anything else. So with that out of the way, and without further ado, let's begin the video. First, we create the perfect specimen. I chose the Confessor class because he comes with a seal and a sword. We'll be needing the sword later on, so why not get it from the beginning and get it over with. Lucky for us, most of the stuff we'll need for this run are located approximately within the first 30 to 40 minutes, something like that. Also, since there's a lot of golden seeds, and I mean a lot, like 50 or 40 or something like that, and a lot of sacred tears, I won't be showing them in this video. Sorry. After we get our horse, we head up to Stormhill Shack to get our first stone sword key, which we'll need later on. Fucking wolves, get out of the way! After that, we head to the artist shack. On our way there, there'll be a crystal bug or beetle or whatever it's called. We kill it to get our first upgrade stone. Our seal of choice will be the Dragon Communion seal, and it's upgraded using the Somber Smithing Stones. Also, spoiler alert, there'll be a lot of shacks in this run. Like, this is not the final one. We grab our painting and head to the back area of the surrounded graveyard to collect our reward. Our reward will be a helmet, I think it's the incantation scarab. This helmet doesn't only look cool, but also it lowers the FP cost by 15%. At the cost of us taking more damage, of course. While we are here, we'll head to the Dragon Burnt Ruins to get our second stone sword key. It's located inside the tower past the fucking dogs and past the giant mouse. We get it and we book it from there immediately. Run, Torrent, run! Run! After that, we head to the Third Church of America to get our physics flask. While we're here, we can get to the second tier by the tree next to the church. After that, we head to Fort Height to kill the knight who has the Bloody Slash War Ash. Morgoth baby, you gotta settle down, cause there's a new king in town. Yeah! I know that I'm gonna cringe at this later, but whatever, fuck it. It's already in the video. You can't undo this, I can't undo this, it's in. Anyway, while we are here, we climb the watchtower to get the first half of the Dectus Medallion. Cause God knows I don't wanna fight whatever he's called, Great Worm Makar. Up next, we head to the fun land of Caelid. Man, having everything we could ever need readily available for us from the beginning makes the preparation process kinda tedious and boring. You know, there's no challenge at all, no challenge. Anyway, now that we've gotten inside the bestial sanctum, Melina will finally appear for us and she will take us to the round table hold. And there we can finally infuse our weapon, finally. Our next destination will be Murkwater Cave. On our way there, we will gank the shit out of Nereus or Nereus. I don't really know what to call him. Anyway, once we beat him, we get inside the cave, so we can finally slap patches on that bald head of his. Also, here's a fun fact you didn't need to know, but there's actually rule 34 of patches. It's kinda hot, not gonna lie, it's kinda sexy. Anyway, once the slapping is finished, we quit out or we rest at the bonfire so he can finally open shop and we can finally buy one of the ingredients. Not ingredients, we can buy the chicken legs themselves. You can get one, but I get two just in case. Now we head to Fort Forest to get the second half of the Dectus medallion. You can get the Radigan Soul Seal, but I wouldn't advise it. I did it, you take way more too much damage. It's not worth it. Once we are outside the fort, we'll be greeted by the sight of a MILF dragon, who takes 17.5 years to kill. This is exactly why we got the sword and the bloody slash. Because with bleed it only takes 5 or 6 years to kill her. Also, don't forget the chicken you bought earlier. Should I feel bad for killing a mother and her children? Nah, the levels are worth it. Speaking of which, it's time for us to level up. We put the base requirement of Faith and Arcane for our incantations and dump the rest into Mind. And while we are here, we should head to the base of the Divine Tower to get our Somber Smithing Stone 9. And right in the upper area we can find Somber Smithing Stone 8. We should get them now instead of returning later to get them. Also, I love how the bug decided to jump instead of dealing with bleed. Next, we head to the Demi-Human Cave, and almost get killed by them, cause I only fought them once. Yeah, this is what you get for bullying my man, Bach. Is it Book? Book? Pick? I don't know. And now, it's finally time to get our incantations. The Dragon Claw and the Dragon Maw. Or is it Mao? You need to have the seal equipped in your main hand if you wanted to combo the Dragon Claw. Also, for some messed up reason, you can't cast these incantations while jumping, just like the other breath incantations. What the hell, Miyazaki? What's wrong with you? Next, it's time to go back to the start of the game, because now we can use the Stone Sword keys we've been collecting since the beginning. For this guy, you need to kill him as soon as possible, because this bitch can teleport all over the place and he can fuck you up. Once you kill him, you can grab the Dragon Communion Seal. Also, be careful from the guy in the back. And now, it's finally time for the Gex special. And the one spell you all know and love. It's tail time. No, wait. It's tail time. It's tail time, you piece of shit. Finally, after the tedious preparation process, we can now start the real game. Starting by this old goat man, Owen thingy. I don't know what he is, but he's so cool and I love him so much. And killed him in one hit. You should have known better. You should have known better, man. This guy is older than the Queen of England. And now it's time to get the final spell for this run, the Crucible Horn. Even though it grows on your shoulder, so it should have been called the Crucible Shoulder, but whatever, I'm not the one who made the game. Anyway, it's guarded by this asshole, who has the stamina of Usain Bolt, combined with the stamina of, I don't know, Johnny Sins, combined with the stamina of Brandon Sanderson when he starts writing, combined with the stamina of something else that I can't tell. Honestly, just look at him. Once he starts stacking, he just never stops. What the fuck, man? Get fucked. I hate it. Godric, my ex-lord and idol, it's time to die. Yeah, this is what you get for choosing the other asshole to be your soldier, not me. This is what you get, bitch. This fight was easier than making fun of Will Smith's marriage. Yeah, I know it's a low-hanging fruit, but I'm Gex. That's where I thrive the most. Next, we head to Liurnia of the Lakes to kill the Glintstone Dragon, Smaragd. Glintstone Dragon Smaragd? More like Glintstone Dragon Smaragd on these nuts, bitch. Yeah, I bet you didn't expect a nuts joke in this video, huh? Do geckos even have nuts? I don't know. That's a weird question. Anyway, we kill him so we can finally get access to the key that takes us to what's it called? Raya Lucaria. Our next destination will be West Liurnia of the Lakes. Specifically the King's Realm ruins, because we are seeking the giant blacksmith of this game. I say that as if we had more than one giant blacksmith. God rest his soul. Also, I wonder what EG is reading. Probably some hentai shit. Troll lollies maybe. Anyway, forget about this idea. We are here to buy some smithing stones. He says from 1 to 4. Once we gain access to Raya Lucaria, we will squash Clifford, the giant red dog. This dog got squashed harder than my hopes and dreams for a Godwin DLC. Honestly, FromSoft, just let me fight him, please. Also, I hope the leaks are true. Honestly, they look amazing. Next, we go to the upper area to get our first permanent talisman. Since we won't be leveling up dexterity, our casting speed will be very slow. So the Radagon icon is a must in this case. So once we get it, we won't be taking it off at all. And now we go to the boss room to get our feet sniffed by a disgusting, creepy little man. Or is it a little lady? I'm not sure. Anyway, this little man lady, you can call her friends or his friend, so that they can sniff our feet too. This is like Coachella, but for feet sniffers. What's up there? Why are they looking up? Well, hello there. Now I get why they worship feet. Wow. Miyazaki the madman, he went wild with the feet graphics in this game. Look at those nails! They're so clean! Oh my god! Mark my words, the next game we'll play as a foot. Wow. He actually went wild, holy shit. And as you might have expected, the first phase went without a hitch. The real fight starts with the second phase. Also, side note, I still don't understand what is going on with this cutscene. Why does a ghost appear out of nowhere? Why do we hear Rani's voice? Is Rani powering her mother up? Is Rani her mother, like some sort of Radagon ex-Marika thing? Hopefully someone can tell me in the comments. Anyway, the second phase proved a little too much for the mighty Gecko. Her damage, my limited heals, the fact that I'm wearing a helmet, and the Radagon Soul Seal, which makes me take even more damage. This is why I said it's not worth it, so don't pick it up. It's absolutely useless. Anyway, after a few attempts, a few embarrassing attempts to say the least, I finally managed to kill Miyazaki's waifu and clutch the win. I swear if that giant would have killed me in there, I would stop gaming forever. This fight was harder than fucking Cupcake Night at ADP's house. Before we leave Liurnia of the the lakes, we should head to Albanorix village to get the first half of the medallion, the Halok Tree medallion. After that we go to Altas, but we are not staying here for long, because now we've unlocked the Radam Festival, which means we are going to Red Main Castle. Insert what a thrill joke. What a thrill. When darkness and something I can't say because I'm not an expert in Metal Gear songs. I suck, I know. We came here for the Radam Festival, but we are not staying for long, and we are definitely not fighting Radan. At least not now. We came here to get our upgrade stone, the Somber Smithing Stone 5. After that we are going for Mount Gelmir, because in there we can find upgrade stone number 6. I know it's quite a trek from there to here, but this is the best spot that I know of. And now it's time for us to go to Ionia, using the only, and I mean the only legit way to get there. There's no other way, I tell you. As soon as we get out of the mines, the hell mines, we are going to beat the shit out of Commander Nayal. No, wait, it's not Nayal, it's O'Neill. His twin, I think. Also, by the way, this fight is such a loss of potential. It would have been much cooler if they gave him a few moves and got rid of his summons and stuff like that. After we kill Commander Nayal, Commander O'Neill, we go to Gowry's shack, the third shack on this run, and talk to this bloodborne looking son of a bitch, who'll give us the unalloyed gold needle, which we'll take to the best, and I mean the undisputed best rifle in the game. If only she had both hands, and if only she can take a shower once in a while, she would have been perfect, man. Anyway, we go back to the shack and talk to Millicent some more, and make sure to exhaust all of her dialogue, because she talks a lot. Next, we head to the Shaded Castle to get the Valkyrie prosthesis for Millicent. Man, how much of a simp do you have to be to guard your lady's back scratcher even though she's dead? Well, she's not dead yet, you know what I mean. We give the Valkyrie prosthesis to Millicent, and once again, make sure to exhaust all of her dialogue. I didn't once, and I paid the ultimate price for it. You can kill her now and you'll get what we want, but I prefer to wait just a little bit, just in case. Now it's time to fight the shit-skin apostle at the Windmill Village. We kill him in one hit, because of course we do, that's what Gex does all the time. And now it's time to finally kill Millicent. I know, a crime, she's my favorite rifle. Now we hit her with our favorite spell. It's still time. Shit. No, wait. One more. It's still time. Shit. Okay, one more time. It's still time. Holy shit, this spell suck. This is exactly why I don't use it. Because the first hit lands, but the damage is very low, and the second hit whiffs all the time. It sucks. You know what? Fuck it. It's shoulder time, and then it's fist time. Yeah. Fuck you, Millicent. This is what you get for not taking a shower. You bitch. I'm sorry, Millicent. We teabag her, and hopefully I don't get banned for teabagging her, even though she's an NPC. But the world is crazy, you don't know what happens. We go to Gowry's shack one last time. Once he is in this state, you can kill him, and he will drop the Canvas Talisman, the Flock Canvas Talisman, which boosts our incantations by 8%. At first, it may not sound like a lot, but when you consider that our main damage dealer hits for 1,000 damage, then it is a lot. It is way too a lot. I know that's not a sentence. Anyway, now that we've finally gained access to the royal capital, after 1,000 years of preparations, we go straight for the sewers, because there is something we need to get before we proceed to fight the other bosses, and that thing is Somber Smithing Stone 7, which is guarded by these scary lobsters that can one-shot you. After we upgrade our seal to +9, we go and beat Godfrey's ghost, whose only purpose in life is to act as a hurdle between us and the best boss in the game, Morgoth, the Omen King. I swear on God's name, this grab attack shouldn't have connected. This is bullshit, man. Utter and complete bullshit. And I get grabbed by it again. You know what? Maybe this is really a skill issue, and I just suck at this game, and I should go play something else. Should play another baby game like Animal Crossing or some shit. Or maybe not. Because after a few attempts, I finally managed to score the win against the Omen King, the best boss. And if you disagree, then you are completely wrong, and you are a poo-poo head. Now we can finally go to the mountaintops of the giants. But before we do that, there's a few things we need to take care of first. Starting with freeing Leonard from his misery, caused to him by his good and evil at the same time master, depending on how you look at him. Anyway, Radahn is such a great boss, but I can't help but feel that we could improve him a little bit by fixing the camera. Or maybe make Radahn smaller, a little bit smaller. Or zoom the camera a few inches maybe, I don't know. Because whenever I fight him, all I can see is the nerd's balls and Radahn's ass. And this is very distracting in a video game. Anyway, this fight wasn't hard at all because I have a +9 seal. This is like playing Fortnite at Morgan Freeman's house. Now it's time for Stinkfoot Niall. And this dude scares me even more than Melania herself. I'm sorry, I mean Melania, Blade of Mikela. Because with a single hit of his foot, he can one-shot you. Unless you have bitch vigor, which I don't have. Because like I said at the beginning of the video, Gex is not a little bitch. This reminds me of eating pizza at Eddie Murphy's house. We went to Castle Sol and we killed Stinkfoot Niall because we want the other half of the Halig Tree medallion. Also, I will always find it funny how people give Dark Souls 2 shit for the whole Iron Keep elevator thing, but nobody mentions how in Elden Ring, the same elevator takes you to 2 different locations. Double standards, man, double standards. They can't cut Dark Souls 2 some slack. Anyway, we came to the consecrated snowfield to kill Man-Eater Mildred. I'm sorry, I mean Tarnished Eater Anastasia. Killing her will reward us with the ancient somber smithing stone. She can be located right here. Next, we take care of this Gex clone. This guy may look like me, but he definitely suck. Okay, he can one-shot me. You can one-shot me, eh? You can one-shot me. Round 2, you bitch. Let's see what you've got. Show me what you've got, man. Show it to me. Yeah, I thought as much. You're not as good as me. I'm the real Gex, you punk. Know your damn place. Next is the Regal Ancestor Spirit. The worst thing about this guy is that he teleports a lot. Now I'm gonna have to look for him again, and again, and again. Okay, where did he go? Hello? Hello? Is anyone there? Torrent Senior, you can come out, I'm not gonna hurt you. What? Okay, you know what? I take everything I said back. The best thing about this boss is that he teleports a lot. Next on the list is the asshole gargoyles. If there is one major gaping asshole flaw in this game, it's the fact that some sick fuck bastard decided that poison should deal physical damage. Why? Anyway, these guys are annoying, so Gex kills them with 1 hit. This fight was easier than listening to a Van Halen song. After that on the menu is Astel, Natural Born of the Void. I've spent 1,000 hours in this game and I still cannot avoid this attack. And killed him in 2 hits, not 1 this time. He's from a bizarre alien race that finds React content ethical and not the stealing of other people's hard work. Up next is the bitch dragon, Court Sax. And killed him in 1 hit. And get killed by him in the process. Yeah, I guess that can happen. And the final boss in the first wave of trash bosses is the Guardian Golem. Yeah, the tail time spell is just so bad that the only boss I managed to kill with it is this guy. Sadly, even though Gex is a Giga Chad, his tail is as flaccid as his dick. Sorry for the sexual joke. Anyway, we came to kill this guy before the fire giant because he dropped something that we need. And that thing is the dancer's blue charm. The fire giant has a lot of health, and in the second phase his weak spots are not available for us. So we'll need all the damage we can get. Just look at that, my Dragon Mode did nothing against him. It's like I'm a cat scratching at his legs. Not a cat, an ant even. This guy always acts as a wall in every challenge run I do. Anyway, after 10 or so minutes of circling around him, I managed to beat him. Note to self, never play football with Queen Marika. And I mean real football, not the US one. Surprisingly, the shit-skin duo went down without a problem. And I managed to beat them on my first attempt, even though I almost got fucked in here. This was more surprising than Christmas night at Stanley Kubrick's house. And now, enjoy watching me get destroyed by one of my favorite bosses in the game, Malekith the Black Blade. This guy also acts as a wall in every challenge run I do. He's so fast, he does a shit ton of damage, and also he's so nimble. Usually I'd be mad at this and I'd be fuming and molding, but the fact that he avoided my attack with an attack of his own is just so sick and unbelievable. Look at that! He almost did it again. The mad lad almost did it again. And I'm such an idiot for almost falling for it once more. But of course, even the wielder of destined death is no match for Gex, the mightiest gecko. This fight was harder than I haven't seen cheeks like these since taco night at Vince McMahon's house. Now it's time for the second wave of trash bosses. It's tail time. It's tail time. Now that is what I call getting some tail. Yes, I did include this fight, just to put more tail time in this video. Up next is Moog, Mag, the Lord of Blood, and Morgoth's more successful or less successful brother, depending on how you look at it. This fight is like doing DMT at Joe Rogan's house. Get it? Because there's a lot of shit going on. Get it? Get it? This is exactly why I hate this fight. Because there's a lot of shit going on. Our next destination will be the Halig Tree. In there we will encounter the real Loretta, not the fake one, who we absolutely decimate. Because for some reason, Crucible incantations can push all the night enemies who ride horses. This is so sad that I can't find a joke about it. Anyway, after we decimate Loretta, we go and grab the Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman. And as soon as we grab it, we will book it out of there and go down the elevator. Or we can jump. This could work too. And now it's time for the one boss you all know and love. Or the one boss you all know and hate. Or the one boss you don't know. Because it seems like we all keep forgetting her name. Because she keeps saying it over and over and over again. Okay, geez lady, stop. There's enough gags for you and everyone else. Holy shit, she's a bit too excited. Anyway, just like everyone else, there's a lot of stuff that I want to say about this boss. But I'm saving it for another time and for another video. And she kills me in one hit. Okay. How the turns have tabled. Anyway, she's a bit too excited and a bit too eager. But thanks to our incantations knocking her down when we cast them, this fight goes down pretty easily actually. It only took me a few attempts. This fight was easier than... I'm running out of jokes, man. I teabag her because I dislike her as a character, not as a boss. I love her as a boss. Anyway, now it's time for the final boss in the second and final wave of trash. I call them trash because they are not my bosses. And that is the Dragon Lord Flaccid Sex? I don't know. This boss is too cool for me to joke about. He's just amazing. Shut up, Gideon. The only good thing about you is that accent and nothing else. The only reason why people like you is that sexy accent. Other than that, you are nothing. You are nothing and your magic is completely useless against Gex. So, shut up. Anyway, Gideon is the first boss in the final pantheon of bosses. And now it's time for the Battle of Chaddery. In this battle of Giga Chads, who do you think would win? Godfrey, Horalu, the Lord of the Battlefield, or Gex, the mightiest gecko? Well, the answer is simple, of course. It's Gex. I even killed him with his own incantation. The Lord of the Battlefield is nothing against me. This is like going to the gym with Senator Armstrong. And now it's time for the final boss. And now you can enjoy watching me get absolutely fucked by him, even though I was very close to beating him. And while that's happening in the background, I just want to say it's extremely hilarious to me how Radagon and the Elden Beast are complete polar opposites. First, in terms of character designs, the Elden Beast is just a blob, and Radagon on the other hand is a very handsome and sexy man. You can even see his ass crack, by the way. And in terms of the fight itself, the Elden Beast is known as the worst boss in the game, and an absolute travesty. And Radagon on the other hand is considered by many, and I mean by many, even my little brother thinks he's the best boss in the game. Because he puts everything you learn throughout the game to the test. Unlike the Elden Beast, who's just there for show. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. I'm out. And finally, Gex, the mightiest gecko, takes his place as the only and sole god of the lands between. This is like playing Smash at Jack Nicholson's house. But before we end the video, there's one last god and asshole that I need to take care of. And I'll do it with my own hands. Okay, everyone saw this joke coming from a mile away, so let's end it already. This video is too long, so let's finish right now. This is like spaghetti and meatballs at Donkey's Castle. Okay, now it's time to end the video for real. Thank you for watching, and thank you for sticking through with my horrible jokes. And I don't know, thank you again. I guess you can say this whole run and this whole video was like taking comedy lessons at Peter Guy's house. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all the other shit that YouTubers tell you to do. And goodbye. See you later.
Okay, here it goes. Hot off the presses from the home office in Kapalawani, Maui, the top 10 reasons why it's cool to be me, Gex. Number 10, can look down blouses when hanging from ceiling. Number 9, inheritance from Uncle Izod means no longer having to kiss video game executives' butt. Number 8, ladies love a gecko's smooth skin and smooth moves. Number 7, able to kick Kermit the Frog's butt. Number 6, perfect star for Hollywood, already has forked tongue. Number 5, dad is a megalomaniac TV killer who happens to dress like the Tin Man. Oh, I'm sorry, my mistake. That goes with the son of Ross Perot top 10 list. Number 4, being a video game star allows you to eat all you want and never gain weight. Number 3, gecko tastes like chicken. Number 2, important gecko appendages do grow back. And the number 1 reason why it's cool to be me, Gex, can be a complete punk and still sucker video game execs to keep doling out the green. It's good to be a gecko.